Hi, I'm Lisa Litzinger with Signature Flooring, and I'm so excited to introduce to you our next senior living collection called Canopy. Canopy is inspired by, as you walk through a garden and you think about the canopy when you look up into the trees, so the patterns that are created with the leaves as you look up, even in the winter time, the patterns that are created by the tree limbs. There's just beautiful, loose, organic geometry that's created by the limbs and the way that they cross each other and up against the sky. Then there's also, you think about the way the light glimmers through a weeping willow. That was also inspiring for the linearity, the subtlety of it, the wavy lines. And then as you walk through a garden, there's also shadows, absolutely beautiful shadows that are cast on walls and on the ground, creating a whole new different element of soft edges of patterns that you see. Then last is the textures that you see walking through a garden, as far as your textures with your cobblestone and combined with all of the patterning with the shadows and the leaves. The collection is made up of 11 different patterns, and the first being the shadows that I was talking about, with the inspiration of the shadows cast onto the wall. We have a piece here of it hanging. It's a very large pattern with very soft edges on it. This one is available in a rug as well as a broadloom, and it can be used in your dining area. It could be used in a large commons area, an area large that would be able to handle the large pattern. And again, it's very subtle. It's a subtle suggestion of an organic, and it gives you that nice feel, bringing nature inside, because it is such a healing, soothing feel in design to bring all these elements in the interior. The second pattern to show you was inspired by the wintertime tree limbs that I was showing you. And with the geometry, you have the patterning that's created with a subtle movement of the colors. You can see here with the piece, you've got the way the sun would glimmer through it with the light touches, a little bit of the brass tone. So it gives you a different element. This pattern is a scale where it could be used in, say, your theater. It could be used in the cafeteria or the commons area, but it can also be used in other areas where you have a bistro or a smaller room, a study, or even the meeting room, a conference room. The next two patterns that we have up here, there is a little bit of geometry introduced, because even when you walk through a garden, there is geometry that you see, whether it be with your wrought iron fences, the walkway. So this is combined with the geometry and then a coordinating pattern that has the overlay of the maple leaf. And the maple leaf is, to me, one of the most beautiful leaves that you see in a canopy. It has a beautiful shape. So you have your coordination here. These could also be used in your dining area. It could be used in your commons. It could be used in even in the bistro. It's a lot of different locations that this could find a place for, but it's coordinated, so you could use it to be able to change up patterning and texture within the facility, and also give distinction for direction, for identity within the senior living. The next pattern, again, is the willow. And this was, again, inspired by the lines, the very subtle, beautiful lines that you see within a willow tree. And the geometry is introduced into this pattern, so it gives you interest. And with that linearity, it could be, again, used in your areas that you think about with the theater, the size of those, meeting rooms, any of those parts of your facility where you could use some of that linearity. And it is also coordinated to a rug. And so with this collection, we have two rugs, and I showed you the first one with the shadows. This is your CYP rug. And That can be used to any of the areas where you've got a seating area, a study, library. Think about in your entranceways where you may have a seating area where visitors could come sit, or they can just come and sit and relax as residents. So you have two of those where you've got the rug and then you've got the broadloom that can coordinate with it. The last group of three is a group of patterns that is based off of the texture. You think about a walkway. It's a lattice type pattern, so it's on a diagonal. That way you don't have any of your long straight lines, and it creates that texture, so it's what you would see as you walk through if you think about in a walkway. This is also offered. You've got your cobble, and then you've got the leaves that think about how they've fallen on a walkway as you walk through a garden. And then the last is that's the only design that is distinctly designed for a corridor, and it is designed with the leaves on top with your cobblestone pattern, and there's a more of a concentration on one side of the leaves, so you get this nice gradation going across, creating interest and texture going down the hallway. So each of these gives you some nice versatility of what you can do. You can change them up through your facility, giving you variation and interest. You know, it can be that change of pattern can help with the wayfinding, or just creating interest by changing the surfaces. The patterns are all going to be offered on Spark, and the colors that we have used here is a beautiful palette of nice cool blues. You've got your more teal blue, a nice cooler icy blue, and then cool colors, and then a beautiful blue tone gray. So it gives you a really pretty palette of the colors together, again bringing nature inside. The colors that you see outside have been brought in with this palette. All of the carpet is 42 ounces, 100% solution dye, and available on various backings, so whichever your need would be. We have a high impact woven backing, and we also have moisture barrier backing, and so we've got that to whichever your needs are there, we can help you with it. Last but not least, here at Signature, we offer other materials too. We understand that in a senior living facility that multiple surfaces are needed, and we know that the residence area, so we offer a beautiful product called Artistry that can help you in the residence areas. It's been very, very well received. Also in your entrance ways, helping you as far as keeping the feet clean as they walk in, to help your materials stay clean. We have walk-off mats, and you can also have your logo cut in as you walk in, helping give your facility identity. Then lastly is the LVT, and this is becoming more and more popular, and so with the LVT we offer several different products. This is actually NatureCraft, and you can use this in the entrance ways. You can use it in even in the residence areas, the bistros, dining, wherever you would like to use hard surface. We've got the LVT and in multiple products to help you out with that area as well. So again, we are so excited to bring this to you, and really look forward to being able to work with you and help design your facility.